For the last two MLB seasons, Tarik Skubal has been one of the best pitchers in baseball, if not the best pitcher in baseball. In 2024, he not only won the American League Cy Young Award, but he also won the AL Triple Crown, which, if you don't know, is when a pitcher leads the league in strikeouts, ERA, and wins. And this year, he had another amazing year and is likely to win his second straight Cy Young. This year in the 2025 postseason, Skubal was dominant. Through three appearances, he had a 1.74 ERA and 36 strikeouts. In Game 5 of the ALDS, Skubal struck out 13 batters, walked 0 batters, and set an MLB playoff record by striking out 7 consecutive batters. Of course, the Tigers went on to lose that game in 15 innings. The point I'm trying to get across is one most of y'all already know. Skubal is good. Really good. Skubal has 1 year left in his contract with the Detroit Tigers and is set to be a free agent after the 2026 season. What's that have to do with this offseason? Well, it sounds like one of two things is going to happen. Either the Detroit Tigers are going to extend Skubal to a bigger contract, or they're going to trade him. And there is always the third option, which is to do nothing with Skubal this year and let him pitch for the 2026 season and wait till next season to make the big decisions with our superstar. Which wouldn't be that crazy because if we have him next year, we could still very well be World Series contenders, which I don't see us being without him. And he'll still be pitching the best he can because if we don't extend/trade him, he's going to have to be good again to earn the record-setting contract he's expected to sign. While on the subject, let's talk about that potential record-setting contract. If Skubal is going to sign anywhere near the contract rumors say he will, I would be shocked if the Detroit Tigers were the team to give it to him. So if y'all don't know, I'm a diehard Detroit Tigers fan, by the way, so this isn't like I'm hating on the Tigers. It's just that in recent years, we're not exactly known for handing out big deals. Chris Ilitch took over the team in 2017, and since then, we haven't really been a competitive team. I don't know if he just doesn't care or what, but I would say our two most recent big deals were signing Javi Baez to a 6-year, $140 million contract and Eduardo Rodriguez to a 5-year, $77 million contract. I think it's safe to say both did not pan out that great, especially Baez, even though I don't hate Javi Baez, but he's just not worth nearly $140 million. And we used to be a team that would sign big guys to big contracts. For example, in 2014, when Chris's dad Mike Ilitch owned the team, we signed Miguel Cabrera and Prince Fielder to long contracts, both being over $200 million. But I don't know if we're currently willing to give Skubal nearly what he wants, and I kind of understand that. I mean, he's a pitcher and he wants a lot of money. From what I heard, we were $250 million off, which is just ridiculous because either we lowballed him or he wants a lot of money. And I imagine he wants a lot of money. I mean, his agent is Scott Boras. And as we know, Scott Boras likes to get as much money as possible for his clients. Before the 2025 season, Skubal was expected to sign a 7-year, $188 million contract or something in that ballpark. Now he's expected to sign like a 10-year, $400 million contract. And that is just absolutely ridiculous. As a Tigers fan, Skubal is worth that much money, but only if he can do what he's done and stay healthy. And that's the biggest part, is staying healthy really for a pitcher and continuing to do what he's done at this type of level. And again, he's a pitcher, one throw away from throwing his arm out. And I believe he's already had 2 Tommy John surgeries. Before the Tigers sign any pitcher to a long contract, it would be wise to think about the Washington Nationals' experience with signing Steven Strasburg. In December 2019, the Nationals signed Strasburg to a 7-year, $245 million contract. He would only go on to pitch 8 MLB games after that and would officially retire at the beginning of the 2024 MLB season. And they'll still be paying him approximately $35 million a year till 2026 and then $80 million in deferred payments from 2027 to 2029. So it would definitely be wise to think about this before signing a pitcher to a long-term deal. Most of the time, I'm not a fan of long-term deals because of guys like Jacoby Ellsbury. I don't like the Xander Bogaerts contract, Javi Baez, terrible contract, and just stuff like that. Like even Trey Turner or Dansby Swanson, because some of these guys, down the road are going to end up being mediocre, and it's like, man, we got all this money going to this guy here, and he's our highest paid player, kind of like Baez on the Tigers, our highest paid player right now, and he's not really that great. And there are long-term contracts I do like. I do like Ohtani's just because they say they've already made the money back, which, I mean, isn't hard to believe because he's got such a big fan base out of the United States, too. Then Aaron Judge, I do like that contract. Mike Trout's hasn't been that awful, really. I mean, look at his WAR through all the seasons he's played. He's put up some good seasons, even injured. And then you got Acuna. I like Acuna's contract. Bobby Witt Jr.'s got a decent one. Jose Ramirez is a really good contract. And then even Kershaw. Kershaw had a really good contract. So I do like some of those deals. I don't think we should trade Skubal either, just because it would be really hard to get a good package for him, So I don't think we should trade him. Either way, I think if we're going to sign him, like, we should extend him this offseason. But if we're not going to extend him, we should probably keep him for 2026 just to have him, because he is a big, big key player if we want to make a postseason run next year, which we do. We want to go to the World Series, and we want to win the World Series. And if we want to win the World Series, we're probably going to have to go out and sign a couple free agents this offseason, make some moves, do some things, just to make sure we're taking steps forward and not steps back. I don't know. Let me know what y'all think. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe.